request to do a tutorial on this tangle move that I do. It's something that I call Tangulums, namely because it involves a pendulum and a tangle. Tangulums! Yay! Anyway, it's a pretty neat tangle, it's very useful, and it kind of serves as a pretty good staple between butterfloops and ollies. It feels a lot like a tangle that we've been missing out on, something that ties ollies and butterfloops together and allows you to have ultimate control over your tangles and what you're able to do with them. I'll start off by explaining the components here. First of all, obviously we have the pendulum that you just kind of let swing. Now, one of the most important things to remember is that this hand doesn't really do anything. This hand isn't trying to influence the tangle at all. It just kind of hangs there and keeps tension. And you're not even really trying to make a pendulum with it. This is more the result. But it's just to give you an idea that this hand is going to be primarily a pendulum hand. The other hand is where the magic happens. I'm right hand dominant, so if you are, then follow these instructions. If you're left-handed, then reverse it. So what you're going to be doing with this right hand of yours is isolating. Now, the key thing to keep in mind is that you're going to be isolating in a clockwise motion, like this, clockwise to your own perspective. And you're going to isolate on the front and then on the inside. Now you're isolating on the inside of this arm as well. It's going to be tight right between your arms and your body. And you're going to alternate inside, outside, like this. The cross point of this motion happens on, to my perspective again, the right side of my hanging poi. And it will always be there. It'll always be on this side, unless of course you turn around or you change directions. But whether I'm doing it in wheel plane on this side, wall plane here, or wheel plane on this side, my driving hand is always going to be on that side. So this would be like the 0 degree tangulum, I suppose. It's not actually tangled. But once we add a degree of twist, and I'm gonna show you a trick on how to do that, you're going to swing your driving poi out and around like this, okay? And instead of letting it wrap around your body, you're going to let it wrap around the poi. Just like you're going to let it do this and just kind of orbit. But when you do that, you're going to let it come around once and stop. Once it gets to the front, this is where you're going to plane bend it up into wall plane. And it's actually easily done. It's not really that difficult. You bring it around, and I'll do it without this poi. You bring it around, and as it comes back to the front, you just kind of jerk it up here. Almost as if you're going to go to an anti-spin pedal off to the side. Wrap it around, swing it up. And then you start doing your inside-outside motions like this. With this poi, comes around, out, inside, outside. It should be noted that for each of your in swings is +1, you're adding a degree of twist, and each spin on the outside is subtracting a degree of twist. So if I go outside, it comes apart because it's subtracting. We've we come in and add a degree, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, and we keep bouncing around like that. We can add 2 degrees by going to the back side, add another twist, and just gotta make sure we come back to the front to get rid of that twist. Bam, we're out. That opens up for a lot of really good transitions, just different ways to get out of it. We can get out of it, and like I already did a few times, like an anti-spin flower. You can get out of it like anti-spin versus pendulum. All sorts of different ways. I'm going to show you a few angles. I'm going to show you off to the side what it looks like. I'm going to start just like this. Tip that down there. Start like that. Come around. Shoot out. Inside out. Inside out. You see how the pendulum just kind of, it's atomic right here. It doesn't have to be, but if you just kind of let it do that, you know, it's not going to hurt anything. You can also make it go this way. Doesn't really matter. As long as your driving poi is inside and outside, doesn't really matter what plane the pendulum is in. So as I was saying, make sure a good staple for ollies and butter flukes, depending on which direction your pendulum is swinging. If it's swinging in this way, I can accelerate it into a same direction tangle. If I wait until it's swinging this way, I can do butter fluke, which I'm not really that good at. Yeah, it just ties them all together, and I think after you learn it, you'll find you have a lot more control over tangles. And that's about it. I hope you learned something. Peace.